Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today, we're going to talk about what makes a fragrance timeless. So in this video, it's going to be my opinion on what makes a fragrance timeless, and you might not agree with it, but it's just my opinion. And if you disagree, feel free to put a comment and tell your opinion, and maybe we can discuss it. So there's a lot of fragrance. There's a lot of fragrance that seems to get older and smell old, smell dated, and doesn't smell nice and like people are used to nowadays. And there are fragrance that seems to smell really good no matter the age. We think of Fougère Royale by Houbigant. This fragrance smells really good even nowadays, even if it was made over 100 years old. Maybe I don't remember when it was made, but it was the late 1800s, so way over 100 years old, and it still smells nice and doesn't smell like something dated at all, even if all those years went by. And if you smell stuff like Jovan Musk or CK1, in my opinion, they smell dated at all, right? Really dated. And there's stuff that are older that doesn't smell as dated. And for a lot of people, I know that Le Male will smell dated for its DNA. And I think what makes a fragrance smell timeless or dated, it's not really complicated. It's the ingredient within it, the note within it. There's some notes that will be timeless, and I think those notes are what's somewhat natural. If you look at Fougère Royale by Houbigant, all the notes are stuff that you know what it is. At that time, fragrance were only using natural ingredients, and there was one synthetic ingredient in it, and it's coumarin. Also, it's the first fragrance that ever used this, but most of the fragrance is just natural stuff. Maybe nowadays a lot of the natural stuff is synthetic ingredient that smells this natural stuff, but still it's almost natural smell. If you look at older fragrance, those fragrance that people will say it smells like grandpa, usually those fragrances have aldehyde, and aldehyde, it's not natural. It probably come from somewhere natural, it's isolated or everything, but it doesn't smell like something natural. It doesn't smell like an orange. It smells like something abstract. I would say that fragrance like CK1 and Jovan Musk that I think smell dated. What makes them smell dated might be their DNA, but it's also that it's like a soapy fragrance. This is not natural, so will always smell nice and clean and somewhat would be intemporal, but I'm not sure how much it would think that the way it's made doesn't smell so natural, feels synthetic, strong, maybe not synthetic, artificial, I should say. And even nowadays, a lot of fragrance, I'm pretty sure, will finish to fall into that category of dated fragrance. Most of the clubbing fragrance, I think they're already starting to get into the dated. As I said, Le Male, I had a conversation with someone maybe a couple months ago, and he said that Le Male was like a old man scent, and what he was wearing was stuff like Eros and fragrance a bit more modern. And those fragrance like Eros, 1 Million, all of this, Invictus, all those fragrance, because it's really sweet, it's really unnatural. Pretty sure those fragrance will turn out to be more dated eventually, just because it's not something natural, and things natural will tend to stay. So that's pretty much sums it up. If you have a different opinion than me, write it in the comment. I'd be really happy to hear from you. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.